Catch a cloud.
While sitting peacefully, did you ever wonder how the fluffy cotton-like clouds and the showers that happen every so often and the beautiful color spectrum that appears out of nowhere? Well, the answer is right in front of you.
The water cycle is called the hydrologic cycle. In the cycle, water from ocean, lakes, swamps, rivers can turn into water vapor. Water vapor condenses into millions of tiny droplets that form clouds. When clouds lose their water, this process is called precipitation.
How are clouds formed? When warm air rises, it expands and cools. Cool air can't hold as much vapor as warm air does, so some of the vapor condenses into tiny pieces of dust that are floating in the air and forms a tiny droplet around each dust particle. When billions of these particles come together, they become a visible cloud. Why are clouds white, you may ask? Clouds are white because the ice crystals or their water droplets are large enough to scatter the light of the 7 wavelengths, which combine to produce white light. Now we're going to do an experiment about a cloud in a jar. First, we're going to pour some boiling water in the jar. And now we're going to light a matchstick. And then throw it, and then put the ice.
Now vapor is starting to form. Warm wet air rose up to the top of the jar and ran into the cold air, just below the ice cubes. So they create a cloud of water droplets.
Rain is liquid water in the form of droplets that have condensed from atmospheric water vapor. Rain is a major component of the water cycle and is responsible for depositing most of the fresh water on Earth. The major cause of rain production is moisture, moving along 3-dimensional zones of temperature. This is an experiment of indoor rain. We'll put boiling water in the jar.
The inside of the vase is melted out. The ice will change the temperature as the warm air rises and meets the cold tube. It will start forming larger water droplets. As these droplets is collected on the side of the vase, they will drop down just like.
Rainbows are beautiful multicolored arcs of light in the sky. Rainbows occur when it's both raining and the sun shining simultaneously.
White light is composed of all the visible colors in the spectrum, which can be proven by the use of a prism. As light passes through the prism, it is refracted due to the change of medium, and each wavelength is refracted by a slightly different amount. Because each color is refracted differently, each bends at a different angle, resulting in the separation of white light into the colors of the spectrum. As an alternative, some water in the mirror can be used instead of a glass prism. Our observation is when light passes through the water, it is refracted, but the spectrum is not visible yet. So the mirror then reflects the spectrum to the ceiling or white surface above it. The experiment proves that white light is composed of different colors of the spectrum, each possessing different wavelengths. Each water molecule acts as a simple prism which causes the refraction of each wavelength of light.
Thank you.